friend, did you happen to catch my gardening on the cheap video? I did it last year when I bought a bunch of stuff from the various dollar stores around me and just kind of brought them home and showed you all the things that I got from the various dollar stores. And for some reason it really took off this year and people just are totally into it. So I thought I would try to duplicate it and just, you know, show all the other different things that I've gotten at the 99-cent stores or the dollar stores around me. But because it's in May, a lot of the stuff is picked over and a lot of the stuff is pretty much the same as my old video. So I didn't really want to do the same video again. So I decided to do something different. In the comments of that video, most of the people that were commenting there only had a Dollar Tree store, and they were really bummed that, you know, they thought that my Dollar Tree store was like super huge or whatever. No, it's not. That's the 99 cents only store. So apparently a lot of you guys don't have a 99 cents only store, but most of you say that you only have a Dollar Tree and it's only like 8 feet of items for the garden. And so I thought, I wonder if I could go to Dollar Tree and find like a little project that I could share with you guys. And so I went to the Dollar Tree yesterday, and it was actually a really small Dollar Tree, and it was really picked over. I mean, it's pretty much the end of the season for selling like springtime stuff. And so I wanted to see if there was anything I can put together for super cheap that you guys could actually use. So I'll show you what I found. So here's one thing I found, and this is seed starting mix. I've never used this before. Seed starting mixes are supposed to be sterile, so I'm really interested in finding out how well my seeds do with this particular mix. So this bag was 99 cents, so I got 2 of them. I'm sorry, probably $1 since it's Dollar Tree. So I got 2 of those. So that's $2. I found a little set of pots, and it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pots, okay? So that means I can plant 5 different things, and this was $1. Then I found some seeds. At Dollar Tree, they sell their seeds for $1. So I got 4 different kinds. Okay, so I got marigolds, morning glory, zinnia, and cleome. So I've grown morning glory and marigold, but I haven't grown zinnia or cleome, and I'm really excited about that. So the project I'm going to do for you guys is the $5 flower garden. And so I spent $1 on seeds, $1 on pots, $2 on seed starting mix, and $1 on garden gloves. I love these garden gloves. They don't last very long, but I like the colors, and you know, they're comfortable to wear and everything. And for $1, you know, they last long enough, and I can just go get more. So these are optional. So you could probably do your $5 flower garden for $4. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got my bowl, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to dump all the seed starting potting mix, ooh, it's really dusty, guys, into this bowl. Pew. Don't do this too close to your face, guys. Okay, so this says it's all-purpose to grow bulbs, root cuttings, and ideal for houseplants. But it also says seed starting, so I think we're going to be okay. Okay, what I like to do before I even fill my pots up with the soil is I like to wet it. And so I'm just going to pour about half of this water in. This is terribly dusty. And so usually with potting soils and things like that, it doesn't absorb the water very quickly. And so this is no different. And so I'm probably going to have to get more. Oh, wow. Putting my hands down there, I can actually feel the water. So this isn't absorbing the water at all. So far, Dollar Tree seed starting mix, I'm not impressed. But I think if I do this with my hands, then I can get a better feel for when it's wet enough. And yeah, it's actually grabbing the water pretty well as I mix with my hands. It's working out much better. Okay. Yeah, you can see. That's really actually a good consistency. So it's probably about half a quart of water to one package. So I had 2 packages, so I used a whole quart of water and it came out pretty much perfect. There are a couple little lumps in here that you can break up with your fingers, but no problem. It seems like a light and airy mix. It might just work out well. So I like the idea of the $4 garden because it's just going to go to show that we can actually garden for really, really cheap. And we can even shop at places like Dollar Tree if that's all we've got. If we don't have a lot of money, this can still work. We can still garden. I actually had someone ask this question of me on my channel. And what they asked was, how would they be able to make some money with buying the cheap stuff over at Dollar Tree or 99-cent store or a place like that? And actually, when I got that question, I wasn't really sure what to say. So I'm trying this particular project so that I can figure out, is this viable? I already know that the seeds are viable. I bought these kinds of seeds from Dollar Tree and from the 99-cent store, you know, for a quarter a pack. And the truth is that there's just fewer seeds in each pack. And I don't know if they're old or not. Let me check. But they all say packed for 2019. So, you know, and sell by December 2019. So I don't think that they're necessarily old seeds, but I don't know for sure. I haven't done any research on this particular brand. But I have used these seeds from the store for vegetables and stuff like that. And you know what? They work just fine. So we're going to go ahead and use these for flowers and see what kind of a flower garden we can build with these flowers. And so I don't normally plant flowers myself. Well, I guess you could say that I've been more focused on growing vegetables than I have flowers. But because of the issues that we're having with bees, and because last year I was experiencing like really curly cucumbers, which someone told me that that was because they were not getting properly pollinated. I thought I would plant more flowers in my garden to bring pollinators around. And so what better way than to plant flowers, because they're just so beautiful, and you know, they really work well when you plant them next to your fruits and vegetables. So this is one thing about getting stuff at the 99-cent store or the Dollar Tree, is that sometimes these are really hard to take apart. But this is going to be worth it. You know why? Because there's actually 6 of these pots, not 5. Aha! I got them apart. That took some doing, but now I've got 6 pots to use. Okay, so 6 pots is good. And because these pots are so big, I'm going to be able to plant probably enough seeds to get 4 plants out of each of these pots. So if I have 6 pots, then I'm going to be able to get 24 plants. Now, if you've ever shopped at your local garden center and tried to buy 24 plants, you're probably going to spend a good $15 or more. But here, since we're doing the $4 flower garden, right? Each of these plants is actually going to be, let's see, what is 4 divided by 24? You do the math. I'm not doing math right now. Okay. It looks like I've got almost all of my dirt, and it looks like it's going to fill these up just fine. Fills up 6. So at this point, I'm going to need my glasses because I got to look at the seeds. Usually, seeds are really pretty small. So I'm thinking that I'm probably going to put the super small seeds all in one. So if all the zinnia seeds are really super small, I'll just put them all in the same pot and just let them grow that way. And then once they get big enough to harden off and plant outside, I can just sort of break them up in this dirt and then have a few different plants. Oh, these aren't too small. Okay, so I think because these seeds are pretty big, I'm going to go ahead and plant them 4 up in 4 separate spots so that I can break up the whole container's worth into 4 different plants, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do 2 like this. And because these are a little bit bigger seeds, I'm not going to just put them on the surface of the soil. I'm going to plant them about 1/4 inch down. So, and I'll put 2 seeds in each one, just in case what someone said. Somebody mentioned on the other video show notes that, not show notes, but in the comments, that the seeds were old. So just in case they are not that great of seeds, I'm going to go ahead and just put maybe 2 or 3 in each hole so that I can make sure that I'm going to get a good germination rate here. Okay, and so I'm going to do the same in this one. And I think I'm actually just going to pinch a bunch because it seems like there's a little bit of extra stuff in here that may not actually be seeds. So, and I kind of understand that because when I collect seeds, I end up getting a little bit extra stuff as well. So once I've got those 2 planted, let me see if I can get these more in your sight. I'm going to go ahead and just gently cover them up with my fingers. And remember, this soil was already wet. And I'm not going to actually water. I'm actually going to take my spray bottle and just really wet the top of the soil really good. You know, not so it runs out the bottom, but just so the top of the soil is nice and wet. And so that the plants can germinate, or the seeds can germinate. So I'm going to do that with both of these. That's good. And because I always forget what I plant, I'm going to write on here what these are. And these ones actually happen to be zinnia. And wouldn't you know it, I tore off the top, but thankfully I remember what zinnias look like. So, I'm gonna write zinnia. Can you guys see that? So now that I've got all of these planted, I'm going to put them inside of my grow light box and wait for them to sprout. And perhaps in a couple weeks I can show you how they're doing, and I'll be on my way to my $4 flower garden. So now I'm all done. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like or comment and share this video with other people so that they can see that they can do a $5 flower garden from Dollar Tree as well. Thanks a lot. Bye.